It's over, baby squids. It's all coming to an end. Motorcycles are going to be banned. What are we going to do? Hello, you beautiful little squids and baby yams and jams and fellow gasoline burners alike. Nothing says hoard gasoline like the idea of banning gasoline-powered vehicles. Seriously, I have a few septic tank guys coming over this week. They have no idea I'm about to fill it up with 93 octane so I can ride my motorcycles till I die. Papa Yams, we get 75 miles per the gallon. What gives? This video isn't about scaring anyone, it's about a change to the industry. For those of you crying, we need to go to electric bikes before we get our skiffs and hoverboards, trust me. With the dawn of newer and greener technology, the transportation industry is moving towards electric vehicles. Some people are excited because there will be a period of innovation and invention, while others, mainly us at Yammie Noob, are not going to be so excited about not getting to ride a Turbo Busa, a Panigale V4R, or any other extremely fast and expensive gasoline-powered bike. But that's the way the world is going. Now, when are the bans? The biggest talks about banning gasoline-powered vehicles comes in the year 2030. A little more than 10 years from today, various countries in Europe plan on banning the sale of brand new internal combustion engines. Some individual cities have been chosen to ban the use of gas-powered cars during specific hours or in specific areas. If you're looking at the US reference here, California and Washington State make the list. They're shooting for all electric vehicles in the city by 2030, with all electric city buses by 2025. Just because they're banning the vehicles doesn't mean that they have the legal right or jurisdiction to arrest people driving an internal combustion engine vehicle. If the bans take effect, they'll only ban the sale of new gasoline-powered vehicles and not involve a search and seizure operation for older gas-powered vehicles. So don't worry, guys, they're not coming for your cars. The federal government has not set a specific date for gasoline vehicle ban or anything of the sort. Don't start freaking out and hoarding your stuff. But if you need someone to hold your hoarded Panigale, I'm your dude. I've got garage space. Don't worry. Now, do you know what else the government will not be banning? Shaving your pubes. At least I don't think so. That's right, enjoy the freedom to style your bush, trim your hair, show your woman you care with Manscaped. The Lawnmower 2.0 is your skin-safe, band-safe, and only electric thing to keep with you. Operating at 6,000 RPMs with instant torque, has a ceramic blade, and it won't nick or cut yourself. Take care of everything down there before someone else notices. Nothing says you love your balls more than a good trim, crop preserver deodorant, crop reviver spray, or even the on-the-go crop mop ball wipes. They got it all. Now, use the code Yammie20 at checkout and click the link below to save 20%. Tell them your boy Yammie Noob sent you and get the extra special treatment. Don't forget that Manscaped has replenishment plans as well, so if you're extremely forgetful, you can have everything delivered to you at your door at the same time. There's no contract to commit, you can cancel at any time. And also, if buying online isn't your thing, Manscaped is now in Target retail stores across the nation. If you saw my post on Instagram, you would see that you can just go in and just buy it right there and use it the same day. That's pretty sweet. So click the link below, Yammie20 gets you 20% off. Now let's keep it rolling here. So who else is doing it? Well, Ford just unveiled the new Mustang E, so we're really hoping the motorcycle industry doesn't follow suit and turn the Hayabusa into a family model that's electric. That would be kind of strange. The rest of the world outside the 2 US cities is working towards eliminating the sale of brand new gas-powered vehicles. With such heavyweights in the world such as Europe and Asia, the US is going to have to adjust accordingly. Having manufacturers overseas such as Ducati, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Aprilia, a lot of the best bike makers in countries where they make it difficult to sell gas vehicles might put them out of business or cause them to innovate. There's going to be an adjustment period for sure. How long? Well, no one really knows, but it could be something that gets stretched out into a post-apocalyptic story like that of Mad Max. Gasoline will one day be obsolete, but I can't guarantee it's going to be in our lifetimes. The US will most likely follow suit with decisions that Europe and Asia make regarding gasoline-powered vehicles, but with this current administration, who really knows, the US will not be taking vehicles. And the US is not going to be seizing vehicles from its citizens. If there is money to be made, then the US government will be making money. Their tax on gasoline right now is huge, so I wouldn't be surprised if they triple the tax, but allow people to still buy for the gasoline-powered cars. It's all about creating incentives for people to do the right things. All you need to do is make gasoline extremely expensive, and all of a sudden electric vehicles look a lot nicer. The biggest shift in the industry will come from when foreign manufacturers begin changing over their production and focusing on electric motorcycles. Until we see that shift, we should be safe to continue riding around on our gas-powered bikes, and the companies will continue to support them with parts and service. Now, will they get rid of gas? The gasoline industry is enormous. Seriously, it's been around for over 100 years and spans the economies and politics of basically every country out there. Wars have been fought and people have died over gasoline. So are they going to get rid of gas? My honest opinion on the matter is they'll probably phase it out but not get rid of it. It's such a panic reaction to think that in 5 years they're going to stop producing gasoline and we'll all have to hop on all-electric Hayabusas. The reality of the situation is that the US is not ready to get rid of gasoline just yet. If other countries enact a total ban of gas-powered cars and we follow, we're not going to grandfather in the current vehicles we own. The biggest reason for us not leaving gas vehicles behind is going to be the cost. We as a country have so much infrastructure based on gasoline or even diesel-powered vehicles that we simply cannot convert to electric cars, trucks, and bikes overnight. The best indicator for how fast or slow a change is coming is to gauge the speed of your government. They're normally the last ones to fully adopt a new technology, and it's always because of a lack of funding. When you see an all-electric bus in your neighborhood that's owned by the city, start to get nervous, but it's going to be a while before that happens, I think. Gasoline may become scarce in the distant future, but it's not going away until there's no more money in it, or alternatively until it becomes so expensive that the other options are going to make more sense. So the cost of change. So if they want us riding on electric motorcycles and they won't take no for an answer, then they, the government banning gasoline, are going to have to make some drastic changes. One of the best parts of motorcycling is the ability to just ride anywhere you want. When you need gas, you simply stop, fill your tank, and then keep going. Welcome to the world of electric vehicles. You're going to have to stop for a few hours to charge your bike just so you can enjoy your ride a little bit longer. That's assuming that battery technology stays the same as it is now, which it might not. I would love to see a future where batteries take 10, 15 minutes to fully charge. That'd be amazing. The US right now isn't converted over to support a mass of electric vehicles, and it won't be ready for some time. Now, what do we do about the long stretches of road in the middle of nowhere? For cars, they've always made it on a full tank. For bikes, well, some will fare better than others. For electric bikes, forget it. The range is pretty small and they probably won't make that stretch. You can think of electric bikes as sort of like short-range dirt bikes with under 100 miles or something like that, but the problem is you can't fill up back on gas. It'll cost a considerable amount of time and money to convert over the current gasoline system into an all-electric system. The big issue ahead will be those not wanting to convert over. I'm not just talking about riders of bikes or drivers of cars, but the owners of gas stations as well. The electric vehicle charging economy has more fluctuations than a currency pair on the exchange. Some cities offer free chargers, which will be few and far in between, and then there's extreme variable of charging costs. If you want to charge at home, you're stuck with a 120 volt or 240 volt system, the cost of installation and the hassle of charging your bike overnight. You don't ride at night, do you? Charging stations range from a couple $100 to over $7,000 if you want a solar paneled system. It's a cool idea to get your own free electricity above the sun, but in today's economy, you're still going to pay an arm and a leg for it until we reduce those costs. So what do we do as riders? As riders, we need to focus on our riding skills, enjoy our bikes for now, but always keep an eye open towards the future. Electric vehicles and motorcycles are an interesting breed of transportation. The words instant and torque are used together in a lot of the descriptions from newcomers. The technology of today's electric bikes is somewhat limited. We're limited to long charge times, short ranges, heavy batteries, and a very limited range of styles. I think we all fear the Chevy Volt of electric bikes when it comes to looks and want the Tesla of electric motorcycles when it comes to performance. I know for a fact a lot of riders won't convert to an electric motorcycle, and I don't blame you. There's literally nothing else better than hearing the engine of your bike screaming high in the RPMs as you exit the apex of a turn and hammer your way out. I'm not a loud pipe saves lives kind of guy, but I do enjoy a good exhaust note every now and then. Electric motorcycles will take away that essence and some of the very reasons why we enjoy our hobby so much. But does that mean that we lose everything by going electric? I don't think so. Electric vehicles can give you other things that traditional ICE vehicles cannot. As much as the idea of a gas-powered vehicle ban might scare you, cause anxiety, or want you to hoard gasoline, it's not the end of the world. For now, we still have our gas-powered bikes. Look at the EICMA show. The biggest names in the industry are still producing some of the greatest bikes in history, and they all run on gasoline and not electricity. There will be a day when gas-powered bikes are no longer produced or sold. There will also be a day when all the vehicles in the world run on electricity or alternative fuel sources. That is just the way it is going. And to be honest, I'm glad because I'd like a planet to live on. There will also be a day when we have motorcycles that hover or fly or do absolutely insane maneuvers. I'm waiting on the flying bikes. It's 2020 and we don't even have flying cars yet. I can tell you for certain that the government won't treat gas-powered vehicles like it would gun control. There's not going to be a door-to-door search for your motorcycle. There's not going to be some Panigale search and seizure squad coming to take your bikes. There won't be a mandatory buyback. No one is going to take your bike. I believe in the next couple of years, we'll have a replacement or alternative for gasoline that can be used in internal combustion engines. Even if the fuel is only available as a hobby type of thing or a once in a while type of thing, we'll be happy to go retro and get on a Turbo Busa and start spanking the electric bikes on the streets. I think it's going to be one of those things where the curve is just going to inflect and change over time. Whereas now you might see 2 to 3% of the bikes on the road are electric. Maybe in 20, 30 years, only 2 to 3% of the bikes on the road are going to be internal combustion engine, and we'll kind of look at them as old relics of the past to be enjoyed and used in controlled conditions and as a hobby. For right now, just be aware of the coming times. It's going to be rough when things begin, and after the adjustment period, it's not going to be too bad. Or we'll all just hoard gasoline and make our own at home. I hope you guys and gals enjoyed today's video. What do you think about the electric vehicle industry and gasoline bans? Is it a step in the right direction, or do you guys still want to rev your bikes over 12 grand for the hell of it? Let me know in the comments below. I do always love hearing from you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later. Fact: the Fulmar chick is a species of gull that projectile vomits oil onto its would-be predators. The oil acts as glue on the predatory bird's feathers, causing them to fall to their deaths, or if they make it to the ocean and try to wash it off, drown to their death. Nature is metal. Goodbye.